Most learners believe that to sound advanced, they simply need a larger inventory of vocabulary. They spend years memorizing lists of synonyms, yet when they speak, they still lack the gravitas of a native scholar. They are mistaken. To reach the absolute pinnacle of English, to achieve that elusive Band 9 or a perfect 120 on the TOEFL, you must master the architecture of the sentence. You must learn not just what to say, but how to structure your breath and your emphasis to command the room. I am Grace, your Trinity Scholar. Today we enter the Linguistic Lab. We are moving away from the what and diving deep into the how. We're exploring cleft sentences and lexical stress, the secret tools used by the most persuasive speakers, diplomats, and academics in the English-speaking world. If you are ready to stop merely speaking English and start sculpting it, ensure you are subscribed. The lab is open. Let us begin. Let us first define our primary tool, the cleft sentence. In the study of linguistics, the word cleft comes from the verb to cleave, meaning to cut or divide in two. Usually, an English sentence follows a linear path, subject, verb, object. For example, I need more time. It is clear, but it is flat. It has no focal point. When a Trinity scholar wants to emphasize a specific element, they cleft the sentence. They break it. Instead of I need more time, they say what I require is more time. By adding the dummy subject, what, and the verb is, you create a linguistic delay. You are forcing your listener to wait for the resolution. That wait creates tension, and tension creates importance. In the eyes of an IELTS examiner, this is the highest form of syntactic flexibility. You are demonstrating that you are the master of the language, not its servant. But structure is half the battle. We must also discuss lexical stress. English is a stress-timed language, unlike syllable-timed languages such as French or Spanish. In English, we do not give every syllable equal value. We crush the unimportant words, the and, the to, and the of, and we stretch the content words. Think of your sentence as a mountain range. There are peaks and there are valleys. If you speak with a flat rhythm, you sound robotic and low status. If you master prosody, you sound like a leader. You must learn to carve your sentences so that the most important information carries the most acoustic weight. We are going to practice exactly how to do that today. Example 1. Emphasizing a key point in an argument. Imagine you are in a high-level seminar and you are asked why a specific policy failed. The non-Trinity scholar speaks in a straight line. They say, the policy failed because the government did not invest enough money in infrastructure. This is the main reason. Grace's analysis. This is functional, it's correct, but it is entirely forgettable. There is no peak in the mountain range of this speech. The Trinity scholar uses an it-cleft. They say, it was a lack of infrastructure investment that ultimately doomed the policy. What the government failed to realize was the systemic nature of the problem. Grace's analysis. By starting with it was and what, the scholar has spotlighted infrastructure investment and systemic nature. They have used the architecture of the sentence to do the work of persuasion for them. Example 2. Correcting a misunderstanding with phonetic stress. Imagine someone says you are changing a plan, but you're actually improving it. The non-Trinity scholar sounds defensive. They say, no, I am not changing the plan, I am improving the plan for the team. Grace's analysis. Because the stress is even across all words, the speaker sounds like they are arguing. They lack authority because they haven't used acoustic contrast. The Trinity Scholar uses contrastive stress. They say, I am not changing the plan, I am improving it. The focus is not on alteration, but on optimization. Hear how I lengthened the vowels in improving and optimization. I made the important words twice as long as the small words. This is how you signal high-tier intelligence without raising your voice. Example 3, the TOEFL Integrated Speaking Summary. Finally, let's apply this to an academic task. You must summarize a lecture on the tragedy of the commons. The non-Trinity Scholar says, the lecture says that when people share a resource, they use it too much and it gets destroyed because they are selfish. Grace's analysis. This will get you a score of 22 or 23. It's simple subject-verb-object English. The Trinity Scholar employs a post-cleft. They say, what the lecturer posits is that shared resources are subject to inevitable depletion. It is the absence of individual accountability that leads to the collapse of the system. Grace's analysis. By what the lecturer posits, the examiner immediately knows they are listening to a Band 9 candidate. You have used "it is" to highlight absence of accountability. You have sculpted the information. As we prepare to leave the lab, let us distill today's protocols. Spotlight your subjects. Do not just state facts. Use "it is" and "what" to tell your listener exactly where to look. Stretch the vowels. Identify the most important word in your sentence and give it more time. Let it occupy more space in the air. Respect the rhythm. English is a dance between the crushed, unstressed sounds and the elongated, stressed sounds. Mastery of this rhythm is the final step to native-level fluency. Syntactic flexibility. Your goal is not to have one way of saying something, but 10. The cleft sentence is your first advanced tool in that kit. Your mission this week is to become a linguistic architect. I want you to perform 2 specific drills. The cleft transformation. Take these 3 basic sentences. I need a promotion, the data is wrong, and education changes lives. I want you to transform them into cleft sentences in the comments below. I will be checking to see who has mastered the "it is" and "what" structures. The stress drill. Record yourself saying this sentence. It is my determination, not my circumstances, that will define my trajectory. Focus on making the bold words significantly longer and louder than the others. Listen to the mountain range of your own voice. I am Grace. Do not just speak English, command it. I will see you in the next lab.